Hello everyone and welcome to Kiki Crochet. In this video we're going to learn how to crochet the linen moss stitch, and the yarn that I'm going to use to make my sample is the Alize Super Lana Midi. This is a 25% wool and 75% acrylic yarn, 100 grams and 170 meters each skein. What the yarn tells us is that we can crochet with a 2 to 4 millimeter crochet hook, but because the yarn is pretty thick, I would say that you can crochet with a 5 to 7 millimeter crochet hook. So for my sample I'm using a 5 millimeter crochet hook, and the rule in order to make this stitch is that you need even number of stitches. You do not have to have a certain multiple, just even numbers, 10, 12, 14 and so on. So I've started with a chain of 20. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 chains from my hook. I'm going to put my hook in the 4th chain and I'm going to work my first single crochet. I am going to chain 1. This chain 1 stands for my next stitch, so I'm not going to crochet in the next stitch. If I crochet in the next stitch, it's going to be the same thing as if I'm doing an increase. So I chain 1, I skip the next stitch, and I'm going to put my hook in the chain after that, and I'm going to work a single crochet. Chain 1, skip the next chain, go to the chain after that, and work a single crochet. Chain 1, skip the next chain, go to the next one, and work a single crochet. Chain 1, skip the next chain, go to the chain after that, work a single crochet. Chain 1, skip the next chain, go to the chain after that and work a single crochet. Chain 1, skip the next chain, go to the chain after that and work a single crochet. Chain 1, skip the next chain, go to the chain after that and work a single crochet. Chain 1, skip the next chain and go to the chain after that, which is our last chain as well, and work a single crochet. So our last single crochet in the first row has to be made in the last chain. If you work your last single crochet but you have one chain left, that means that you have made a mistake somewhere. We always skip one chain as we go through our first row. So now we're going to chain 2 in order to start our next row. We always chain 2 to start a new row for this stitch. Turn your work. Now I'm going to skip the first single crochet and I'm going to put my hook in the chain 1 space. I am always going to be crocheting in the chain 1 space. Chain 1, so the chain 1 stands for the next stitch, which is the single crochet. So I'm going to put my hook under the chain 1 space. Chain 1, single crochet in the chain 1 space. Chain 1, single crochet in the chain 1 space. Chain 1, single crochet in the chain 1 space. Chain 1, single crochet in the chain 1 space. Chain 1, single crochet in the chain 1 space. Chain 1, single crochet in the chain 1 space. Chain 1. Now we have one single crochet left, so be careful. We always want to be crocheting under the chain spaces in the end. So I'm going to put my hook under the 4 chains that I used to turn to my first row, and I'm going to work my last single crochet. Chain 2, always chain 2 to start a new row, and turn your work. So I'm going to put my hook in the first chain 1 space. Always start crocheting your new row in the first chain 1 space. Single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 1 space and chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 1 space and chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 1 space and chain 1. So we're left with our last single crochet, and this is a chain 2 that I used to turn to my the new row. So I am going to put my hook under this 2 chains, and I'm gonna work my last single crochet. You always have to crochet under this chain 2 space in the end. Chain 2 to start your new row. So this is how the linen moss stitch looks like. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and work a few more rows off camera, so you can see better in the sample how the stitch looks like. So always chain 2 to start your new row, and always work your single crochet in every chain 1 space, and always chain 1 after each single crochet. So I'm going to go ahead and work a few more rows and see how the stitch looks like. Okay, so I crocheted about 3 more rows, and this is how the stitch looks like in the one side and on the other side. So what you have to be aware of is that you want your sides to be straight up. If your work starts to go inwards or outwards, that means that you're either making decreases or increases. That means that you're probably missing out stitches, or you're crocheting more stitches than you have to. So we always want our sides to be straight up, and here as well. Well, on the one side, which is the side that we start, you're probably gonna have, you know, this chain 4 popping out a little more, but other than that, you want your sides to be straight. This is the stitch that you can also make the yarn pulling, in which you're using a colorful yarn, and you have to find out, depending on the crochet hook that you're using and the yarn that you're using, you can start with 24, 26, or 28, 30 stitches, and see which one starts working nicely for your yarn. And you're gonna start having designs like rhombi start to forming up in your crochet work. So thanks for watching, please subscribe, and if you like the video, please press like and leave a comment. Thanks again, bye bye.